Coming up.
I can't believe we're praising guys for being on steroids right now. And I'm like, oh my God, thank you. You think I'm on steroids? That's so freaking nice, dude.
That's awesome.
It's the best. The first job I ever booked was iCarly, outside of shooting dumb short films with my friends.
How do you not fall in love with
everyone?
Yeah.
So I have before.
Okay.
Like I've totally Victoria and I dated after we did No Kiss List.
Wow.
Yeah, we met on that movie, and then after we just stayed in contact, and we kind of fell in love a little bit on the movie.
Meet Harry Jowsey, reality TV heartthrob. He's been loved, ghosted, cancelled, and kissed. He spilled his guts.
I did what?
In a world of ghosting and dodging red flags, Harry's filling his boyfriend's toolbox one lesson at a time. It's Harry Jowsey, boyfriend material.
Guys, welcome back, you naughty little pelicans. Today,
Naughty pelicans.
we are joined by the hottest guy in Hollywood right now. And I'm only saying the hottest guy because there's a video of us making out, and it's 100% real.
That's pretty hot.
It's pretty hot. Okay, Fodé. Is that what you said last time?
Fodé, yeah.
Pierson Fodé. How you doing, my brother?
Great, man. How are you?
Dude, I'm so excited that you're here.
I'm excited to be here.
Okay, first off, before we kick off, there's some serious questions.
Oh, very serious. Yes. Okay.
But how do we do the abs? What's going on? Because I'm about to be shirtless on a show. I remember when we were on set and you were talking briefly about, I got to do a water fast and this and that, and you're ice bathing every day.
Yeah.
I'm like, brother, you look great. And you're
thanks,
no,
man.
we can get down a little bit more. How the fuck are we doing? What are we doing?
That's a good question. It comes down to a multitude of things. The first one is genetics. It's what are your abs predisposed to look like? The second part is what's your diet and exercise look like? Exercise is obviously the main piece, and then that other piece is diet. Abs are made in the kitchen. So yeah, it's as soon as you start cutting calories, your abs start showing up. And then for the movie, and the nicest compliment people have been posting about, which I think they think it's a hate comment almost, but to me it's the nicest thing in the world. They're like, I can't believe we're praising guys for being on steroids right now. And I'm like, oh my God, thank you. You think I'm on steroids? That's so freaking nice,
That's
dude.
awesome.
It's the best.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, no, it's all natty. If you put me next to C-Bum, I would look so small.
Brother,
Chris Bumstead.
You're 6'6".
True, but
You're huge.
But I
small
guy comparatively to real bodybuilders.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's diet, sleep, exercise, and that's it. And then I did the water loading, which you for the shirtless scenes, and it's kind of tough on your kidneys a little bit, but if you drink a gallon of water a day, you end up taking in 2 to 3 gallons of water every day leading up to it, and a lot of extra salt and electrolytes.
Whoa.
And then the day before you start shooting, you cut it all off. Yeah, and then you don't drink water for that entire day. And I'm sipping on little bits because I have to perform still.
Yeah, brother.
Yeah, but it was
shooting
tough.
14-hour days.
Oh yeah, everything's my mouth is so dry.
No.
Yeah,
bro.
it was tough, but it looked good.
You looked insane.
Oh, thanks. Dude.
You look ridiculous. I'm like, that was fucking crazy. Because even on the day I was there, you weren't even ready for your shirtless scenes because they kept moving it, right? And you still look nuts.
Yeah, they moved it 3 different times. So I'd water load that week leading up to it, and then be like, "Hey, sorry, it's raining today. We can't shoot the scene." I was like, "Dude, I stopped eating. I haven't drank water in 24 hours. What are we doing here? My skin's thin." Wow. And then I just start slamming water after that and drinking. And
it's pretty nice though.
It was pretty sweet. Yeah.
Dude, because I was only there for a couple of days. Guys, we're talking about The Wrong Paris. I don't know if I introduced that properly.
The Wrong Paris. The #1 movie in the world starring Harry Jowsey.
Dude, it's you. Brother, I had 2 seconds.
Great 2 seconds, though.
Come
on.
Yeah.
They were fun.
The one thing I do...
We made the bloopers, too.
Yeah, that's true. 3 seconds.
Yeah, come on.
Bro, I remember when you kept breaking my fucking chain.
Yeah.
They kept taping it up.
Dude, it was nonstop. They gave you the weakest chain in the world.
The worst chain ever.
I mean, we're pretty strong guys, though. Come on.
It's you.
We broke the chain.
It was you. No, also, guys, the weird... Because this was my first ever scene where it was in a bar. And if you watch the movie, it's super loud. There's bar noise, everything like that. I didn't realize that it's fully quiet when you're filming that.
When we're actually shooting.
Yeah, because obviously they have to hear you guys talk.
Yeah.
But I remember sitting there like in the background, and I was sitting there with Caden, and he's like, I'm like, what? And he's like, not even saying. He's like, be quiet. They have to talk. I'm like, oh, this is so fascinating. and then the guy doing the music as well, and then just all you can just hear is like feet stepping.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this is crazy. What is this? When you first started filming, was there something like that where you're like, this is really weird? Like, this is not what it feels like.
Oh, there's so many things that are like that. I think at the top of the list would be like any intimate scenes, like love scenes in general. They're like people like they look great on camera, right? Like there's some really beautiful scenes that have been shot.
Yeah.
But man, they're so technical and awkward, and you've got 40 crew members standing around you while you're essentially naked, and you and your partner in that scene are making love, and it looks so funny. And all you can do is just crack jokes because you and that partner have to be really comfortable with each other at that point. And so we're usually giggling after every take. And it's just, it's so technically awkward, but it looks great on camera.
The best.
But it's the most awkward thing to shoot in the entire world. It's so funny.
Was there any moments when you're doing The Wrong Paris that felt awkward?
No, actually, The Wrong Paris was like, it was so light and it was so fun.
Easy,
and Janine and Michael, the director duo, were so much fun to work with. And Miranda's phenomenal, and and the whole you got to meet some of the cast, but you knew some of the cast as well. But we just had a blast, man. It was so light and easy for us. But yeah, there's always the bar scenes are technically really tricky because exactly what you said, where they're like, all right, now dance, and we're like, to what? What are we dancing
Everyone's
to?
moving to like a different beat.
Yeah, somebody's got like EDM in their head and somebody else has got ballroom going on, like what are we doing?
Yeah, bro. It was so fascinating watching that, but also just to see this is my first ever impression of you, right? Like first ever time meeting you and seeing how passionate you are about like the camera lens and all this stuff. Like that was the first thing I remember. You're like, oh, Janine, what lens are we using? I'm like, this guy really loves this stuff.
Yeah.
Dude, and you were nonstop, right? Like you've been, when I met you on that set, you're like, I've probably been out of LA like 8 months out of the year.
Yeah.
Just got a house and you're like, I haven't really been there.
Yep. Yeah.
Is that kind of, are you living your dream right now, or do you think that there's still more work to do?
Oh, there's still so much more work to do. I'm definitely living my dream. Like if I could tell, the younger version of myself, like what I was doing right now, I'd be like through the roof. So this is the dream. I think the work is the dream. As long as I'm working, that is the dream, because I love this so much. And I am obsessed with every aspect of it, from like the sound department to the camera side to post-production. Like all of it's so epic and beautiful to me, and I can't get enough of it. I'm shooting pretty nonstop right now. I haven't taken a break in months. I've taken, I think, like 8 red eyes back and forth between projects and press.
Wow.
Yeah. And we just announced that The Last Mrs. Parrish, which is shot by Robert Zemeckis, who made Forrest Gump and Back to the Future and Castaway and Flight. He's like one of my heroes, since I was a child. This guy's influenced every aspect of filmmaking. It's like Spielberg, Zemeckis, George Lucas, Christopher Nolan. These are the guys.
Yeah.
So when I found out that I was going to be working with him, I was just like, oh my God, this is the coolest night of my life. This is the best thing ever. And I'm still pinching myself. Crazy. I have this great picture of me and Bob, and we're hanging out on set, and he's just like, he's the coolest, man. And I'm nerding out with him the whole time. I'm like, look, hey Bob, are we getting DeLoreans for our wrap gift? He's like, I don't want to say anything mean, but I didn't like working with that car. It's just not a great car.
No way.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah. He's like, it's a very cool car, but man, we had a lot of problems with that car.
I bet. Yeah. Dude, that's so fascinating. That's so exciting. Was there ever a role that was really, because I always get curious about this.
Mm-hmm.
Is there ever a role that has changed your perspective on your real life or life in general?
Yeah, absolutely. I hope I get to learn a little bit something new about myself and about life on every single role, because there's there's always something you can glean from it, and also get to know different people when you're researching stuff like that. And I think one of the first ones was it was Naomi and Eli's No Kiss List, and it was about a girl who loves a boy who loves a boy. That was me and Victoria Justice. That was like one of my first big indie projects, and I was playing her gay best friend, and it was like the first time that I really got to interview some people that I really cared about. One of my mentors out here, actually two of my mentors out here, and then my uncle. And I just asked them about all of their experiences of like growing up and like how that influences choices they made. And each of them was from a different generation. So like one of my buddies I think he's like 86 right now, you know, his experience growing up being gay is totally different than like my uncle or some of my peers that are my age being gay. And they're like, he's like, yeah, back then you never talked about it. And like nowadays it's pretty open, it's pretty available, but it's so fascinating learning like different parts of history, and it gives you a lot of empathy for people of like, oh man, my experience is just vastly different than yours. Yeah. And it's so cool because like acting is one of those things where it's made up. It's all make believe, dude. We're dressing up, dude. We're not that cool, but the goal is that we can entertain people for like 90 minutes. For 90 minutes, you pack people into a theater, you put them all on a couch, whatever it is. It doesn't matter where you're from, what religion you are, what political beliefs you have. For 90 minutes, you're all laughing at the same jokes. You're crying at the same moments. You're cheering for the same moments. And at the end of the movie, hopefully you've all had a similar or close to similar experience and feel a little bit of joy at the end of that. And I think that's just the coolest thing in the world. And we're not preaching, we're not doing anything crazy. It's just to inspire you. Wow. Yeah, I think that's cool, man.
That is sick. That's a great way to put it.
Thanks, man.
Have you always been into this and always wanted to do this, like since you were a little kid? Because you had a production company when you were 13?
Yeah.
Brother, what?
Yeah.
Let's relax. You're working enough, all right? Yeah. You can have a week off, all right?
Well, we'll see.
I give you permission.
We'll see.
Wait, why did you have a production company with 13?
Dude, I was obsessed with movies as a little kid. Okay, so I was born and raised up in Washington State on a farm. I was homeschooled, so I was like pretty isolated away from the world. And my parents like got us out. We played soccer. We weren't like weird. We were weird homeschool kids, but you know we weren't too weird. we were still weird. I'm still socially so strange. But I think that helped influence a lot of like my choices in life as far as like I saw movies as this thing of kind of what I just described, where it's like I can have an impact on people's lives the same way movies had an impact on my life, where I felt disconnected from the world, but I can still be a part of it. And hopefully like some of the movies that I make will inspire, you know, the next Neil deGrasse Tyson or the next genius filmmaker or whatever it is in that world or that sphere of movie that we make. It can inspire somebody to do something great. But yeah, I mean, I sold my cows, I sold asparagus, and I would use that to like buy film equipment. And I trademarked my Pierced Productions by mailing myself the name, the title, the production company, what it was for, and I wrote it all out, and then I mailed it to myself. And that's like the poor man's trademark. Is as long as it's stamped and unopened, you have now trademark proof of your title, an LLC.
What?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Dude, you're the smartest 13-year-old ever.
It was crazy. I don't know how I figured it out, but somebody had to have told me.
Wow, that's wild. And how did your family feel about all this stuff? Like, are they in the industry at all? Or no?
No, farmers. We're a long lineage of farmers.
Fuck yeah.
Got no connection to anything.
This is crazy for you. This is wild.
Yeah. It is crazy, dude. Like, I think they all thought it was going to die off, especially because I was so young when this like bug hit. It was the first thing I ever knew I wanted to do. And, you know, we all want to be a skateboarder. We all wanted to play soccer. Like there's so many different variations of other things, but film and making movies was always my number one. And they thought it was going to die off. And, you know, Hollywood, sex, drugs, and rock and roll. Like they were just like, stay out of Satan's playpen. Let's find something else for you. Wow. And then when I turned like 18, it was more like when I turned 15. I was like trying to move out, and they're like, "Please don't do that.
Please relax.
Relax.
Let's sell some asparagus.
Yeah, sell some asparagus, sell some cows. Relax, dude.
We're good, brother."
Yeah. And they realized it wasn't gonna die off. So I think they just did their best to be supportive and like have my back where they could. And my parents are such good people. Like they really are awesome human beings. For having like no idea what I was getting into, they're just like, we're behind you. If anything bad happens, we're there for you.
Wow.
Yeah.
And then have you got siblings?
Yeah, I've got 2 older brothers and a younger sister.
Wow. What do they think of this stuff? Are they just confused?
Yeah, confused and excited. Yeah, exactly that.
Wow.
They're stoked, man. They, I think it's every time something different happens, like we've got the #1 movie around the world right now on Netflix.
The most watched movie on the planet.
Yeah, it's crazy, dude.
Dude,
it's crazy.
Crazy.
You have the #1 movie of the world,
Dude,
brother. Come on, man. It's all about you.
Dude, it's those beautiful abs.
Come on, stop it. It was our moment in the bar that really made it.
It was.
Yeah.
That was so fun, bro. Wait, this is also what I wanted. I was curious about this.
Mm-hmm.
All of those beautiful women on set.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
How did you have the courage to like pump out your lines? Because I would have been so nervous. I would have been, because you're from Tennessee. You're being Trey.
Yeah.
Like, dude.
Texas.
Oh, Texas.
Paris,
is it?
Texas. Yeah,
oh,
bro.
they were
Come
mad at
on.
me. Is it really Texas?
Yeah.
Oh, it is Texas.
Yeah.
Paris, Texas.
You didn't watch the movie.
I didn't watch it. Yeah, don't watch it. No. Watch the bloopers.
Watch the bloopers.
Yeah.
Watch the bloopers.
No, I thought, because when I was on set, it was Jimmy that was laughing at me because I didn't know the difference between Tennessee and Texas. I thought it was all the same thing.
Yeah, practically.
Same shit.
Yeah.
But no, in front of all the girls, because you had to deliver those lines, and then the whole crew.
Yeah.
Do you ever get stage fright? Do you ever get scared?
There's definitely moments, like you definitely get anxious in moments, and I think a lot of the anxiety comes from maybe if you're not as prepared as you feel you should be. But I put in a lot of work. Like I've read the script probably a few dozen times by the time we shoot it. I've read my stuff like probably over 100 times by the time we shoot it. And I'm memorized, I'm off book, but at the same time, like sometimes you get in your head and you start thinking about all the pieces of the puzzle that are happening right there, and that can throw you out of it. But I think the easiest thing for me is like, if you just lock into the character and you lock into your scene partner, you just kind of forget about everything else. Damn. And you really do get like locked into the right headspace, and it's pretty fun. But yeah, no, anxiety happens. It always happens. There's always some sort of stage fright or like imposter syndrome that takes over. You're like, fuck, am I supposed to be here? Am I worthy of this? Should I even be here? What am I doing? I need to go back to the farm and buck some hay bales. This is stupid, dude. Yeah, this is ridiculous. Did I fool them into hiring me?
Like, guys, I didn't grow up on a farm.
Yeah, what are you talking about? I was a city kid.
Yeah, okay, so what's your process like when you are getting ready for this role? Like what? So you read it like every day, the script?
Yeah. I read it, I research it. Like for this one, there was a lot less research that I had to do because Trey was, in a lot of ways, me. Like he's a farm kid.
Yeah.
So he grew up on a farm, more or less. His backstory is a little bit like city, farm. But I just implemented myself on top of Trey. And I was like, this would be like me if I was living in Texas. That's it. Like my whole life was research, or Tennessee. But my whole life was research for this moment. Like the craziest part too is like we're up in Vancouver shooting.
Yeah.
And we're shooting on these like ranches, and there's some equestrian farms. And my dad and I have delivered hay to a few of these different ranches and equestrian farms. And even crazier, we are sitting there talking to the wrangler, and he's like, "Hey, how's it going? My name, blah, blah, blah." And we're talking about the horse, and he's like, "Oh, your horse's name is Moses." I was like, "Oh, no, that's pretty crazy. Where'd you guys get him?" He's like, "You're not going to believe this." I go, "Come on, try me." He goes, "Where do you think we got the name Moses?" I was like, "Shut up."
What?
He goes, "Moses Lake, Washington." I go, "That's the town I grew up in." He goes, "I know."
Whoa.
I go, "Who'd you buy it from?" He goes, "This guy." And I go, "No way, we know that guy."
Whoa.
So I'm riding the horse that was like raised in my town that I grew up in on ranches that we've delivered hay to. Like I've bucked the bales into the barn.
So you were the guy.
I was the guy. Like
Yeah,
it's just
you'd be
crazy.
the
Like this was literally like just my life story.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is so cool.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, on the scene where the horse is jumping up, was that real?
Yeah, that was real.
No, was it?
Yeah, it was.
Really?
Yeah. Oh yeah, you weren't there. Fuck.
Yeah, but I was there for 2 seconds.
Yeah, you were there for 2 seconds. I feel like I see
having
the
the
movie.
gay
I'm like,
bar scene
Harry
with
was
you.
there the whole time.
It was just in the gay bar scene where we made out.
Yeah,
and
it's a great scene where we make out.
Yeah.
Also, if you haven't seen that on Instagram, there's a clip of us making out.
Yeah, I put it on my story, and then I'm like, wait, people are gonna get the
Yeah.
wrong idea. I took it down.
AI is impressive, dude. It was
So
quick
good.
too. Yeah,
Quick?
Yeah. I was like, oh, whoa! I don't remember that. Hey, how you doing?
Yeah, I was like, how do we pull
doing?
that?
Yeah, come on, let's kiss a little bit.
What was it like working with Miranda? You guys worked together before, yeah?
Yeah. Oh, okay. So this is crazy. The first job I ever booked was iCarly, ever in my entire life, outside of like
Whoa.
shooting dumb short films with my friends.
Damn.
And it was 4 lines. And I went in and delivered my 4 lines. It was the I Half Ween episode. And that was it. But she was so nice on set, and she was so sweet. And this was, I think I was 19 at the time. And I was still like modeling and doing all that stuff, but I desperately wanted to get into the acting scene, and I was just like working my way into it. And I remember that vividly because she was awesome. Anybody could have been just, so mean to anybody just coming in as a guest star and then leaving. But she was great. And then when I came in for the chem read, I pulled her aside before we shot, and I was like, hey, I just want you to know, like, I don't know where this is all going, but you should know that it made a really great impression on me as my first thing I ever did was that you were impressively nice to me. And I've had a lot of bad experiences since then, but like it always stood out to me that you, as the lead of the show, and we were young too. You could have done anything. You were so nice and so professional, and I loved that.
Wow.
And she was just
like,
the best.
shut up.
She's like, shut up. You're not booking this.
Yeah, be quiet.
Yeah, good try, bud.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Who are you? But she was the best. I mean, she's so talented. She's so funny, and she was so nice on this movie. And like we got along. We've become like really close friends since this. And like just we've had a blast. I hope we do another movie together because like
There's got to be
got
a
along.
second one.
I think so. I think there might be. I mean,
Dude,
fingers crossed.
that would be crazy.
It would be funny.
What's the wrong next? I don't know.
I don't know. The wrong Venice. The wrong.
Oh, true. Oh, easy.
There's so many.
You've already thought about this.
I've thought about it.
You've
a
already
little
got a
bit.
script, don't you?
I think I might have a little something in me. I don't know. Maybe.
Wait, that must have been such a surreal moment for you to be like, wow, like full circle.
Yeah.
First ever thing in LA.
Yeah.
And then you're working across her.
Yeah.
Is that a pinch me moment? Did you ever like take a step back and be like, what's going on? Like, this is a crazy life that you've built for yourself.
Yeah, it is. I do that constantly. I'm doing it right now with Bob Zemeckis. Like,
I thought you were gonna be like boyfriend.
I'm doing it right now on Boyfriend Material. Actually, it's one of my favorite podcasts. If you haven't watched it, watch it now. I'm doing it right now with Harry Jowsey. It's just I've always wanted to kiss the man across the row from me.
I'm blushing.
But yeah, dude, you handsome.
What are we talking
about? Where are we? What year is it? No, dude, I pinch myself every day. Dude.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. And like post pandemic, post strikes. Oh, there were so many strikes. I'm done with all of it.
Don't strike.
No more striking. No more pandemics. I just want like one normal year of like nothing too crazy happens. We've had a crazy enough year in 2025. Let's 2026. Let's just have like a pretty average year.
Let's just idle.
Yeah, just idle. Like
Let's just-
neutral.
Everyone's good.
Just chill out.
for a little bit.
Touch grass, go outside, get off your phones.
Watch The Wrong Paris.
You watch The Wrong Paris, all right? Watch The Wrong Paris. And by the way, give it some thumbs up. Actually, if I can challenge anybody to do stuff, if you do watch a movie, and I know it seems trivial, I'm only one person. It really does make a difference. If you watch it, recommend it to your friends, but give it a thumbs up on Netflix. That actually makes a difference to us as the artists, because that shows Netflix that people are liking our material that we're putting out for them.
Wow.
And that does make a difference overall in the film industry. As I lose my voice.
Well, I expect everyone to do that for Let's Marry Harry.
Hey, Let's Marry Harry. Dude, tell us about that. What's going on? Come on, baby. What can you talk about?
Isn't it kind of crazy that the film that you did, I'm essentially doing that?
You're doing the real version of it.
Have you ever watched The Bachelor or any of those shows?
No.
You never watched it?
No. I mean,
Wow.
I've seen episodes when back in the day when I was dating somebody and they'd want to watch, an episode of The Bachelor. I have no idea what's going on.
Neither.
None of the context. I don't know what the drama is. But I'm like, they're catching me up on it. I'm like, oh, this is crazy.
Well, he's got a roast.
Yeah.
He's got this. Wait, so then how did you get ready for this role? I guess you were fine because it was essentially you. But were you confused with the Spurs? Like, what does this mean?
I knew the thing with the roses.
Okay.
Like that's essentially like your golden ticket. And then the golden spur was what we used as our roses, which I thought was a great substitute.
Funny.
Yeah, it's super funny,
Yeah.
right in character. But I was gonna go back and watch like The Bachelor, and I was gonna go back and watch like every relevant Netflix Bachelor.
Dating show.
Dating shows.
Yeah.
And I realized that Trey McGowan, the character that I'm playing, would never have seen these. So he's fresh to all of this. Like he's never done this. His whole sole focus was like creating his ranch, like getting it to be productive, and he's probably never seen any of this, and this is just a great opportunity for him to find somebody that he cares about. So I was like,
Genius.
perfect. So let him be fresh like I'm fresh to all of this.
Perfect. Don't need to watch it.
Yeah.
Fuck this shit.
Yeah.
Like, brother, you can just say you didn't want to watch it.
I didn't.
You hate it.
I wanted to watch you.
No, you
I'm
don't.
going to watch you.
No, you
I'm going to watch
don't.
you a lot.
No.
I'm going to go on YouTube and just start watching you, baby.
Please don't.
I'm going to go on Netflix and watch Who's Gonna Marry Harry.
Okay, that's you could watch that.
Plug here.
Yeah. No, that one will be good because I get to be myself.
I like that.
You know, because the other ones, you kind of play like a extra version of yourself.
Yeah, tell me about that. So, like, how much of it is scripted, or how much are they like pushing you to get a moment?
It's so usually when you're on a show and there's a ton of guys that look like you,
Right.
and you have
Hey.
us.
Hey, you
I'm not as good as you, but
come on, man.
but you have to, like, you're competing for screen time essentially, or like
Yeah.
to go on a date with the girl, or like how do I get because the attention is kind of the currency that you run on.
Gotcha.
So this one is different because it's
Drama sells.
drama sells, and that's essentially what the like reality TV audience wants, and it's great because it gets everyone like emotionally invested.
Yeah.
So all the other shows like Taught to Handle and like Perfect Match and all these other dating shows, I'm competing against all these other people, and the goal is also to win money or a trip or something. So it's just a big competition of like, how do we get be as big as possible and to be as crazy as possible to get more screen time, but also to win the show.
Yeah.
But this one's different because I just get to be myself. Like, I'm not competing for anything. I'm just trying to find my wife.
Oh, cool.
And like,
Okay.
I'm sure there's got to be drama.
Yeah.
And but I'm hoping that it's a more wholesome show.
Yeah. Yeah.
But who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows? It should be good. I'll let you know. You'll be the first person.
So do you think the girls coming into the show are getting prepped with like, do they know that they need to create a little drama to get some screen time with you then?
Potentially. Like, I think there's definitely an element of that for sure. But I don't even know who they're casting. Anyway, it's not about us. It's about you. Come on.
No, it's about you. Come on, man.
Oh, okay. Would you do any reality shows? This is a good question.
Maybe.
Okay.
I actually, oddly enough, I don't know if this is, yeah, no, I can say this. Somebody approached me about playing, being the next Bachelor. Right around.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Already?
Yeah. Yeah.
What?
As soon as they saw like the trailer for this, they were like, hey, do you want to, be the Bachelor? And I was like, I don't know how high up this went. And this was like a very quick conversation, but I think he was either casting or one of the producers. I don't know exactly what his position is. And I was like, thank you so much. Like, this would actually be really fun. I don't think this is for me right now. I'm so busy.
So busy.
Yeah. I there's no way I could have allot that much time towards that. I'm shooting too much right now.
Season 2, let's marry Pierson.
Oh, come on, baby.
Would you do it?
It doesn't have the same ring to it, though.
It doesn't matter.
Pop the question, Pierson? I don't know.
Yeah. Pop that pussy. No. Sorry.
Only if it's you, baby.
We can cut that. But would you do Dance with the Stars? Have you seen that show?
Yeah, I've seen that show. I've been to a couple of the shows. I actually am really good friends with Sharna Burgess, who was on the show.
Wow,
we kind of talked for a little while. And yeah, I don't know if that's the right show for me right now, but I think it's an amazing show. Like, the people that do that are so talented. It's insane how much work they put into it, dude.
It sucks.
Oh, how was it?
The hardest thing I've done in my life.
Oh, yeah, dude. You're training nonstop.
No, but I got
athletes.
I got skinny fat.
Oh, really?
Yeah, bro, because you're so tight. It's a different cardio, right?
Oh, yeah.
and there's crafty. I've the first time I've ever been exposed to crafty that much.
Yeah.
So I'm like, constantly snacking. I was like, I need sugar to be like up.
Mm-hmm.
But I felt like I got so skinny fat on that show.
Really?
And I also don't know how you stay so fit because with the long days that you're filming.
Yeah, it's tough.
It's ridiculous. Yeah, when do you figure out like your schedule? Or is it just diet? Are you just locked in on that?
No, well, diet I'm super locked in on. But the other part is exactly that, is like just finding time. So if it's at lunch and you only have like a 45-minute lunch, I'll allocate 30 minutes to like just training in my trailer, whatever it is. I'll steal weights from the hotel or the gym. I'll train in my trailer, do what I can, and then I'll add like 5 minutes to 10 minutes to eat. If I have like an early day off, then I'll go to the gym. But like, there's no time to like hang out with friends. There's no time to like catch up with people. It's just, you do exactly what you got to do, because we're shooting 12 to 16 hours a day. And yeah, I mean, you're not training in the middle of that. So you're just pushing it. And then the weekends are when you like make up for everything.
Fuck, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you enjoy this? This is great.
I love it, dude.
Okay.
I love it. There's nothing more fun for me than being on set making a movie.
Wow.
Like, the premieres are really cool. It's so much fun to like celebrate with friends to see the final product, and see people's reactions and stuff. But I so love being on set with everyone, and like, it's that collaborative process of like problem solving and finding the best version of something, and just it's the fucking best, man.
You filmed Men from Toronto?
Yeah.
Well, you were a hitman on that, right?
Yeah, yeah.
How was that? Was that fascinating with Kevin Hart?
Oh yeah.
Woody Harrelson, is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, it was so cool. That was like the biggest. That's technically the largest scale movie I've ever done in my life. That was with Sony initially, and then we sold it to Netflix because we shot during the pandemic and no theaters were open. So we sold to Netflix, and it became the #1 movie around the world for like, I don't know, 8 weeks or something like that, which is really cool. Yeah, it was awesome.
Look at you.
Yeah.
This guy's making money over here.
Come on, baby. I wish. We don't have any back end on Netflix. There's no back end theatrical deal. Hey, my theatrical deal got crushed when they sold to Netflix. Yeah.
Shit.
No, it's so cool. That was a surreal moment for me because like, Kevin and Woody were awesome. Like, I really got along with Woody in all of our scenes where we were just beating the shit out of each other. And I trained with the stunt team, Phil Silvera and his guys, for like 3 months leading into it. The entire time I was there. And so I got to do like 90% of my stunts. Like, all the fight sequences were me. My stunt double, Mish Tordovich, and I would go and just train at the parkour gym. He's the man. Like, anytime I felt less confident in like making a move look solid, I'd be like, Mish, you go in and make me look cool.
He's
really
the guy.
quick. Yeah, dude. But like, he's one of he's a parkour legend. Like, he can do anything. But he and I would go play horse in the gym, and then we sent some videos out to the stunt community, and they're like, hey, Pierson's going to take your job. And I was like,
wow.
Dude, we look the same. We do a pretty good job, but Mish is way better than me.
Is that scary, learning how to do a fight scene? Because they're also understanding where the camera goes, but then also you're punching so far away from each other, right? So you don't actually...
Sometimes, yeah.
But other times, did you actually connect?
I mean, Woody got me a couple of times.
That motherfucker.
Yeah, that son of a biscuit. No, Woody's the best. I don't want to besmirch his good name, but no, he in this there's a sequence that we fight inside of a kitchen pantry area, for better use of a word. But I'd been training for this sequence for like months, and we sent all the previs out, and I've trained for all the sequences, and like, we built it out, and we were moving things around on the day. Woody only got like a couple days of training, and so we were just kind of like doing 3 or 4 beats at a time. So he'd come in and do the sequence, but he wasn't as like proficient as some of the stunt guys because he only had 3 days.
Yeah.
And a couple of times, like, he clocked me in the face, and like, I remember this one time he fractured my nose. Like, my schnoz got fractured hard.
What?
Yeah.
No.
Instant, like, he clocked me. It was either with his fist or his elbow. I don't remember what it was. But I remember we finished the scene, and I got hit, and I was like, oh, crap. I'm like, everything's blurry right now. And I look over at the stunt guys, and they go. And the Phil Silvera walks over, and he goes, let's put some tissue in your nose really quick. He's like, do you want to be done? And I was like, fuck no, dude. And he goes, fuck yeah, get back in there, go get him. And he's like,
no way.
You probably have a fractured nose. And I was like, yeah, no, it's popping weird right now. I didn't know my nose could pop, and there's like blood coming out immediately. But it was so funny. So when he hit me, everybody ran over to Woody on the production side, and we're like, Woody, are you okay? and pushed me out of the way so quick. And the stunt guys were like, "You're part of the team now, baby. Welcome."
And you're like, guys, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah,
I'm happy.
yeah, it was awesome, dude. I was like, what an honor to be struck by Woody Harrelson.
Yeah, get a busted nose.
Dude, it was cool. It was so
It's
cool. Like, I was stoked, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I didn't want to tell production at all that I was like in pain because I didn't want to stop. I was just like, this is cool. I'm doing it.
How often, like, how many takes is it for a fight scene like that?
God, we shot probably, that scene took place over like 3 days because you have to get so many different angles for coverage.
3 days?
Yeah, just that one scene. But a lot of the scenes will take like 3 days to a week to shoot, sometimes 2 weeks for these really, really big sequences.
Whoa.
There's so many moving parts. There's, multiple people fighting in the sequence. So you get to get coverage on each one of them. Reset the lights, reset everything. When there's explosions and bullets being ricocheted off of things and little pops that are happening inside of you have to make the walls burst and things like that.
Whoa.
So there's so many moving pieces that it takes sometimes days to weeks to shoot these pieces. So we rehearsed it dozens and dozens and dozens of times and shot it probably 30 or 40 times,
And the nose got fractured on day 3 or day 1?
I think it was like day 2.
Okay. That was
Yeah.
another option.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
damn. Did it look wonky the rest of the shoot?
It was a little swollen. You could see like around my eyes and like right here that I was a little puffy. But I just told them to put extra makeup on, and then like the black eye around like this side didn't start happening. It was like one of the last things that I shot. So I just went home and I was like,
oh, cool.
We're good.
We're done.
Yeah. I'm not going to miss this opportunity.
How did that role come about? Was it audition and?
Yeah. Everything's been auditions. I've never been offered anything. Come on, guys. What's going on?
Guys,
no,
please, you see the app. Get the offers out.
Yeah. No, it was an audition. I went in and I was testing for like a couple other TV shows and a couple other projects. And I ended up almost booking another TV show. And I had to call the producers and I was like, I want you to know I'm so grateful. But because of the new rules with the pandemic, I can't fly back and forth. Because we were shooting in Toronto. The show would have shot, I think, in Atlanta. And I had to pick one. And I was like, I got to pick Man from Toronto. Like, this is huge for me. But yeah, no, I auditioned and it was one of the best auditions I ever had in my life. And I was just like, I was so locked in and I had a great time with casting and it was just good. It was great.
How do you know when you've nailed an audition?
There's a certain energy in the room. Like you've come in, you've said your lines, you hit your marks and you felt locked in with the person across from you. I think is the easiest way to like know you've done at least a good job. But there's also an energy in the room that shifts a little bit when casting gets excited. Because you, as an actor, you always think like everybody's kind of like you're fighting for your position, but casting's also fighting for you. And so many times they're just like, please, somebody come in and just blow our minds. Please.
Blow us.
Blow us. Please blow us.
Someone just blow us.
I need to wake up more before I do interviews, before I just start cutting off phrases halfway through.
Someone come in and blow us.
Blow us. That's,
Brother,
what are we talking about?
What casting are you going to?
This is crazy. There's some really good casting offices. I always get called back for them. I don't know why.
Yeah. Just comes and blow us over.
The boyfriend material I got called back for 3 times. Harry Jowsey's just like, you got to come back in.
Yeah, we love this guy.
This guy's doing good work.
He's doing good stuff. So that was an in-person audition.
Yeah, it was I think the last in-person audition I ever did.
And now it's all just
all Zoom calls. Yeah. Every single project I've booked since then have all been on Zoom.
See, my friend Gianni, I think you met him briefly at the premiere. He was saying he prefers in person because he just knows he can crush it.
Yeah.
But I've only ever done like Zoom. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't be too afraid to do anything else.
Yeah. No, I love a Zoom call and I love like the self-tapes because it saves you so much time. Like they used to be cattle calls back in the day. It'd be like 40 of us waiting outside all day in the sun. And then we get in there and you're already stressed out and freaked out and you've waited for 2 hours to get into this audition. So the Zoom is pretty great. But for callbacks, I always prefer an in-person because it's just like there's body language happening. You get to know the people. They get to know you a lot more personally. And Zoom calls, there's internet lag and the timing's off. And there's just so many weird variables that happen. But yeah, it was that was the last one. No, technically Miranda and I had a chem read in person. So that would be one since then. Okay. Yeah, but like that's so rare now. It never happens.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Do you think you've ever been like a struggling actor? Like you could say that you had like a massive part where you're like, I don't know when I'm gonna make it or what's gonna happen.
Oh yeah, dude. I lived in my car for like 6 months, but like off and on for like 2 years. But like, yeah.
How did you get out of that? Like, what was the mindset? Was it just like I've got no other choice?
Yeah. It's burn the ships. Like you just have to commit to the bit. There's no in between on that, where you have to make the choice of like, I've committed to this thing. And you know, when I was living in my car and on people's couches, I was like, I've got to pay for acting classes and I can't afford rent. So what am I going to do?
Damn.
So I was like, okay, well, I can take some of these acting classes for a week at a time for free. So I'm just going to bounce around to different classes, and I'll pay some friends like a couple $100 a month to like sleep on their couch or on their floor or in their kitchen, whatever I could get. And then at times when that wasn't available, I'd just crash in my car and then shower at the gym. But you just like, you have to, I think it's like a rite of passage in a lot of ways of like really having to decide that this is what you want to do, because it's not easy. And there's, you know, currently in the SAG union, I think there's like 240,000 actors. That's a lot of competition, all going for like a lot of the same stuff. There's a lot of us, but you know, there's only so many roles out there. And you just have to be committed to grinding it out and like not sleeping and just sacrificing everything that you possibly can for this one dream that you have. And if you can be told no every day of your life, then you're cut out for this. But if you don't like being told no, like imagine going, I told this to somebody, like they were like, oh, I interviewed for this job and I don't know if I got it. And I was like, dude, imagine doing that like 200 times a year. If that's hurting your feelings that you got told no one time, shut up, dude. Yeah, you got weak skin. Go back out there and do it 200 more times.
Yeah, please.
Yeah, go for it, buddy.
Wait, I want to ask this. Have you ever lost a job because you're too tall? Because you're
so many.
You're massive.
Yeah,
you're a big guy.
Yeah, I lie about my height all the time.
No, you don't.
All the time. Yeah.
Really?
All the time. Yeah.
No, you don't. What do you say?
I used to go into auditions and I would say I was 6'2".
What are you, 6'6", yeah?
I'm like a centimeter under 6'5".
No, brother, he's taller than me.
No, I'm wearing boots. If we got flat foot,
okay,
you'd.
This one. This one's with me, brother. You got the abs.
Yeah, you're way taller than me. Wait, dude, you're like 6'7".
Hell yeah.
I'm 6'2", guys.
So you actually say that? You're like,
yeah, dude, all the time, because you know they're thinking about a multitude of things, and most actresses are not 6 foot. So like, you've got a camera angle that you're tilting on its side to like match a foot of difference, and but it looks good for the superheroes. You know, like I'd look good as like a superhero. That's great. And
is
like,
that a dream role? You want to be?
Yeah, baby.
Like
come on.
or some shit.
Oh yeah. Chris Hemsworth. Come on, that guy's a stud muffin. Are you kidding? Look at that guy.
He's 6'2".
No, he's like 6'4", 6'5". He's a big guy.
I look down on him.
Oh shit!
No, I'm so sorry. He doesn't watch the show.
Chris watches the show.
Yeah.
Sorry, Chris.
No, I think I was beside him at one point on a carpet. I'm like, I think he's got to be like 6'3", but if he's 6'4", I just got to have something on him.
No, you're way taller than him.
You're
way taller than him. Dude, you're way taller than him.
And
bro.
He's massive.
He's so big, dude.
He's the biggest guy ever.
Yeah, he's massive, bro. Yeah.
Wait, what attracts you to a project now at this point in your career?
There's so many variables. Something that scares me. Something that sounds like out of my wheelhouse. I think that sounds really interesting. Like working with Bob Zemeckis.
Yeah.
That scared the shit out of me, dude. I was terrified. I was like, oh my God, am I going to be good enough for this? Roles that are different, but also roles that like, you know, I'm on this like really fun trajectory right now where I've been a journeyman actor for the last 15 years, where I've just been doing roles nonstop and not expecting anything to like pop or do whatever. I just do my work and go to the next thing. And now I'm at this stage where I have to be a little bit more specific with like taking on roles that help shape my career and my image as an actor, because now audiences are going to be watching like, oh, what's the next choice? Can I trust that he's going to make a movie that I want to watch and that's actually good? So I have to look at the script. I have to look at, you know, my character inside the script that it reflects on audiences. I also have to look at like the people attached. Are they at that stage in their career where they can make a movie and make a great movie, you know? And can I help make a better movie? Can I be a part of something that makes it better? So,
dude, this is stressful.
It is, dude. Yeah, it's weird.
You got a really planned like trajectory.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to get by. I'll just kiss everyone.
Come on, you just keep kissing, baby. That's all you got to do. Just keep kissing.
What do you do for yourself? Like when you're like you've done a 3-month shoot, 14-hour days, and you're cooked and you're coming home.
Yeah.
What does Pierson do to kind of recenter yourself and come back to earth a little bit and recharge?
Sleep.
Okay.
Yeah, I have terrible sleep. I have chronic insomnia. So like as soon as I wrap, I just go back home and I start sleeping.
Wow.
I try to spend time with friends. I go to the movies, eat some sushi, and like just let it all kind of wash off me for a little bit. I don't really. By the time, people are like, oh, do you want to go to the beach? Like go travel around the world? I'm like, no, I've been doing that, dude. I want to sleep in my own bed.
I'm good.
I'm tired. Just let me sleep. Let me sleep and watch movies and eat some food.
Drink some water.
Drink some freaking water, dude. I'm dehydrated. It's been 3 months since I've touched a drop of water. Trying to absorb it through the atmosphere right now.
Yeah, please. The sets are hundreds of people.
Yeah.
And when we were on set, you were saying hi to everyone, introducing yourself, being super friendly.
Yeah.
That also the energy of having all that people around you has also got to be somewhat draining, right?
Totally, yeah. Like I'm pretty ambiverted. Like as soon as I'm around people, I get energy off of it. But as soon as I'm done and I'm checked out, my social tokens have been given, I want to go home and recharge. I don't like texting in general. I find it to be exhausting to me. I'd rather have a phone call because it's like, when the conversation ends. That's a good point. Yeah, the conversation's over. We don't have to keep texting. It's great.
Get out of here.
Yeah, we're done. And I want to go to sleep. But no, it's like when you're on set, especially if you're a lead or a supporting lead and people are looking up to you, you've got extras that are putting in their time and their day. Like they're putting in 12 hours that day too. And they're not being treated as nice, and a lot of times like people can push them around, but also crew are there putting in hours before and after you. So you as the actor need to show up and be the nicest person on that set. Be kind. It's so cool to be nice to people. Yeah. It's so cool to be like a good leader and to be kind to people. And it doesn't take too much effort to do that. It takes energy, and then you're going to be drained at the end of the day, but just go back to bed.
You're going to be tired anyway.
Yeah, you're going to be tired anyway, so might as well just be nice on the way.
Wow.
Yeah.
How do you, when you're being, say, a very intense character, and then you have to be super nice to everyone.
Yeah.
How do you balance that?
That part's a little bit more tough because sometimes you have to like work your way into it a little bit.
Yeah.
I think what I normally do in scenarios where like there's these really intense scenes where you're yelling and screaming and there's a lot of angry energy going on, or like you're crying in a scene or anything like that. I usually just tell the people in my immediate sphere, I'm like, hey, I'm just going to go to the corner and kind of get in the space for a little bit. Like, don't take it personal. I'm just like kind of locking in. And then once we wrap, I'll be back to normal. But until then, just know if every time I go to that corner, I'm going to be a different guy for a little bit, just because I need to get in that headspace. It's like, after like a really bad conversation with somebody, you're still heated and you're still like talking it through in your head and you're just going, motherfucker, I should have said that thing. And that's essentially what you're doing when you're in the corner, because you want to stay in that energy. Because if you came into a scene and it's just you and me chatting, you lose that hate and the anger,
When you're getting ready for a character, are you writing down like a whole previous life? Like this is what happened when they grew up. And what is that process like for you?
Yeah, I'll read the script a couple of times, and I'll write down everything, every note that the writer has said, every note that the other characters have said, everything that my character said about myself, and I'll put it in a notebook or in my phone now. And I'll write a whole section that's dedicated to what the script has said about me. And I'll make a roadmap of like, okay, this is his life, this is where he grew up, these are pieces. And then I look at it and I find all the gaps. And then I fill out from birth, from his parents, to the town he grew up in, to his favorite color, to his favorite cereal, to monumental moments that happened in his life. I make an entire life for the character. So I know him inside and out. So I know every choice he's ever made that's brought him to this point. And brought him to boyfriend material.
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Hell yeah, baby.
But that way, like, anytime some new aspect of the script changes or they throw in new dialogue, I can be like, hey, you know what? Here's how I can push that through the filter of like my character's life. So like saying, I love going out on the farm and, bucking some hay bales with my dad. Well, that means a lot to me. But if I'm a guy who's never done that before, like another character that I've played, any other character that I've played, I'd love to go out to the farm and fuck some hay bales with my dad. Like that sounds like a cool idea. Like I've never done that before. Depending on where your character's coming from, it can totally influence every line of dialogue that you're saying. So it's fun, man. It's really cool.
Dude, you're an artist.
Come on, baby. You're an artist.
You're
the sexiest artist I've ever met, baby.
Really? I'm gonna come. Okay, we have to talk about your pregnancy. No.
Yeah. It's your child.
It's my child, guys. Whew.
We didn't wear protection. I'm sorry.
We didn't. I'm getting flustered over here. Yeah. How do you handle dating in the spotlight and with your career? Because you're the busiest guy ever to exist.
Yeah.
There's no one busier right now.
Come on, baby.
Come on.
Tom Cruise might be a little bit busier than me, but come on, Tom.
Hey.
Like, I'll call you.
You're too tall to do a movie with him.
No,
we're not.
Never too tall.
5'11".
Dude, Tom Cruise is 6'8", so like,
that's a big boy.
Come on, baby. I can do whatever I want. What was the question? Sorry.
How do you handle dating with your schedule and life and?
I don't.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I don't date.
No.
I mean, I've had some really great women in my life and great girlfriends in the past that have been incredible. But it's so difficult. Like I'm gone, dude. And like, you know, every relationship is a long distance relationship, even if they live in the same city that technically I pay rent in, you know, like for 6 to 9 months out of the year, like you're dating a guy that doesn't exist, you know, you're dating all the characters I'm playing and like me training for the characters. And you get me at like 15 minutes when I wake up, and the 12 hours I'm shooting, you maybe get me at lunch, 'cause my phone's usually off or in the trailer. Or you'll get me at the end of the day when I'm exhausted and have lost all my social tokens. So it's like, it's tough.
Oh, it is.
Yeah. But like, it's not like I'm morally opposed to it. It's just, I've got to find somebody that's on that journey with me and that doesn't feel like they're being slighted because I'm so focused on my career right now. And it's really difficult. And, you know, I am a passionate romantic. I'm a hopeful romantic in that sense, where I do want to be deeply in love and I want to care about that person. I want to put them first, but I know selfishly right now, like my career is first and they will always be second. And I think that's, for me, where I have to recognize my priority isn't them. And so that's not fair to them to put them in that position. But yeah, I mean, I've gone on a few dates recently, but like nothing super serious. And it's just, I'm flying off in 5 days again to go off after this press tour and go back and start shooting.
It's tough, man.
Yeah.
Is there a point you think you will be like, hey, I'm like, because are you ever going to be satisfied with like the amount of work that you're doing?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like it's always going to get bigger and bigger and bigger and better and better and better.
That's the goal.
But how? At what point are you like, hey, you know what? Let's slow down. Or
I think so. I think when you hit a place in your career where, you know, for me right now, like as soon as I'm wrapped shooting a movie, I'm taking meetings, I'm pitching projects, I'm working on scripts. When I'm at a place where people are coming to me with ideas and to me with like, hey, we heard about your script that you're pitching, we want to like take it on and produce it. When that process is a lot more fluid and I have more free time, that would be the time that I can slow down and like look at a relationship. But until then, I said it like, my mom was like, when are we getting grandkids? And I was like, not anytime soon. I'm sorry.
Mom, watch The Wrong Paris.
Mom, watch The Wrong Paris. That's as close as you're getting right now. The movies are your grandkids. It's, you know, it's a legacy. It'll live on longer than, you know, I will. So that's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
No, she was like, but like, seriously, what's going to go on? I was like, look, if I can fly my partner out anytime, any place, anywhere in the world, if I can bring her with me, if I can have enough money to have like a nanny on set, if I can have enough money to where I don't have to compromise the work or the love I have for those new individuals in my life, that's when I can focus on something like that.
Right.
But I don't want to, I think a lot of people will have a kid thinking that it'll make their life better, but a lot of times they're like, oh, that wasn't the answer. I was just unhappy. So I want to have kids and a marriage and life with, you know, whoever I end up with, in a way that it makes sense, where I am deeply at peace with my career and have space for them to be inside of that.
Damn, that's a good answer.
Thanks.
Have you thought about that?
I've thought about it a lot.
Fuck, I was like,
Because people have asked me a lot, and I'm like, I don't know, man. Now, let me really sit on that. Yeah.
Wow. And then when what does your perfect person look like if they popped in your life right now? Are they an actress?
Yeah, Margot Robbie.
Okay.
Yeah.
Angelina Jolie. She's coming out.
Yeah. Okay. Great. Yeah. No, I have no idea. Somebody that makes me laugh and that I make laugh. Somebody that when I go home, we're at peace. Like somebody that loves what I do as much as I love it, and that likes me as the nerd version of me, that likes collecting fossils and minerals and dumb shit, you know, like that likes watching movies with me. Somebody that I admire and respect and look up to in their own artistry, whatever that is. Somebody that challenges me, you know, and I think just being able to be with that person in the most quiet and simple times, if you can be quiet with that person and not have to fill space, I think that's pretty cool.
That's special.
Yeah.
Is there a romantic thing that someone's done for you in the past that has triumphed every other romantic gesture ever?
You gave me ketones on set, which was pretty cool. Electrolytes.
Me?
Yeah, you did.
Did I?
Yeah. Yeah, dude, remember? I was like, we were working out, and you're like, oh, I have this like non-stim pre-workout.
Yes.
And I was like, let me try it.
Was it OxyShred?
Yes, that stuff.
It was great.
It was great, dude.
Got me fired up.
Yeah, dude, I was hyped on it. I was like, this is great.
Hell yeah.
That was a very nice romantic gesture.
That was us.
Leading to our AI-generated kiss.
Yeah. Insane. And where it circles us?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I don't know. I don't know.
No, I wouldn't know either.
There's been some incredible things that people have done, and sometimes it's the most simple things where like somebody woke up before me and like made me coffee. Like that means a lot, where I'm like, I'm so exhausted and so tired, and hey, I made you coffee. I made some breakfast for us.
Ugh.
Like that. I'm just like, oh, that's so nice. Thank you so much. And like,
ladies, slide in his DMs.
Come on, you know what to do.
Easy guy to please. Like, make him coffee, make him breakfast.
Yeah.
Non-stim
pre-workout.
It's great. Yeah. I was also curious because it's so difficult to not fall in love on set.
Yeah.
How do you do? Like, because you're the most disciplined guy on the planet.
Thanks.
Even I was on set for that one day. I'm like, I love everyone.
Yeah.
How do you not fall in love with
everyone?
Yeah.
So I have before. Like
Okay.
I've totally like Victoria and I dated after we did No Kiss List.
Wow.
Yeah, we met on that movie, and then after we just stayed in contact, and we kind of fell in love a little bit on the movie. Things may have happened. It happens. And she's the sweetest girl in the entire world, and she's gorgeous. And like sometimes you can't help it. Like you just fall in love, especially when like your scenes are all about your chemistry together, and you're playing romantic interests, and this is what happens. But I think for me, something that I always keep at the forefront of it is this is a job. This is professional. And as fun as it is to like fall in love and like kiss and hang out and do other things, it's not the job. And I love this job, and I want to work with these people again. And I let that be at the focus, where it's like, hey, if you compromise the work, you won't work together again. And that can be as simple as like going on a date, and sometimes it gets awkward, you know, afterwards, because you didn't want anything to go further, because you didn't want to compromise it, or you did, or you went further, and now there's mixed emotions. And also, you know, I was one guy and there was 20 girls on that set. If you date anybody, now everybody feels maybe like, oh, was this a little slighted? Did you have a favorite, or like what's going on? And it's never that. Like, I just want it to be purely professional. I want it to be about the work, and I want it to really focus on like all of us getting our best performances the entire time, because it makes the movie that much better. And I want to work with people again, you know, like.
This is why you're the best.
Thanks, man.
That's why you're the guy.
Yeah.
Final question before we have a game.
Okay, sweet.
Do you think I'm boyfriend material?
Gosh dang right, brother.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, brother.
Hell yeah, brother.
Hell yeah, brother. Come on now. Come on. Give me some love there.
We have a farm quiz.
Yeah.
Okay, so you grew up on a farm. So did I.
Nice. Oh, wait, really?
Yeah.
Dude, how do we never talk about this? Where did you grow up?
In central Queensland in Australia. I grew up in the beef capital of Australia.
Did you have cows?
We have cows, but we didn't kill them or anything.
Wait, did you raise cows?
Yeah.
You don't have to kill them. I just asked if you had cows. God, way to make it dark, dude.
Yeah,
we didn't kill them.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Defensive.
Yeah. sounds like you killed him, brother.
Sounds like you might have killed him.
You ate the cow.
I killed a cow.
No, we had Nigel the bull. We had like 12 horses, but it was like a mango farm.
A mango farm?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Lychees and stuff. So.
You had lychee too? Dude, those are like two of my favorite fruits of all time. Wait, did you go out and pick them?
No.
Come on, dude.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, good.
Yeah. And my parents would collect animals. So, and
awesome.
Where I was from a small town in Australia called Yeppoon, and there's a lot of pineapple farms.
Oh, amazing.
So, and our place was on an old pineapple farm. So when you'd ride the quad, it'd be like vroom, 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 vroom.
Yeah.
I feel like that because it was just like, anyway, whatever.
Yeah.
We're playing a game.
No. I'm not done asking you about these questions. What's going on?
No, it's random, huh? Because I look like a city boy.
Yeah, we both look like city boys.
Brother, you don't. You've got cowboy
I got
boots.
cowboy boots on now, but like,
you
tell
wearing
you
a
what,
Levi's jacket.
I'm trying, baby.
Brother.
Come on now.
Brother, you're
Dude.
pulling it off.
Come on, baby.
Come on. But yeah, so we got to play a game and we're going to see who the farm king is.
All right. I like it. If you're asking me questions about raising mangoes, I think you're going to win.
Yeah, it's all mangoes. What's it like growing up in Australia?
It's very good, mate. It's a good time. Yeah.
That's good.
Thanks.
Wait, how many accents do you know?
I don't
All
know.
of them.
If I can hear it, I can usually like mimic it a little bit.
The greatest guy, the greatest actor of our generation.
You heard it here first.
This is the greatest actor of our generation.
This is like the actors round table, but like boyfriend material style.
Yeah, half a table. All right, we ready, Marshall?
Yeah, it's a farm quiz. So
Okay.
we just have some questions about farms. Buzz in using any like mouth sound or word that you want. So
Burping?
sure.
Yeah.
And then we'll just see who the farm king is.
Okay.
Okay. The first question is farm sizes.
Mangoes. Was that not it? Sorry,
Wait, what was it?
I had anxiety.
Farm sizes are measured in what?
Paris.
Paris, Texas. Wait, farm sizes?
Oh, hectares.
Acres.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. But,
Or
that's
yes,
yeah.
hectares. Right.
Where's
it.
what acre comes from? Yeah.
A cow's udder is akin to what human body part?
Breast.
Man, titties. Oh.
Yeah.
You said breast?
Breast.
Fuck.
Yeah, same thing. Nice, dude.
True or false? You can die.
True. You can die.
Fuck, he's good.
Thanks, man.
He knows farms.
You were right.
Wait, what is it? What was it?
You can die by drinking milk straight from a cow's udder.
True.
It is true.
Yeah, that is true.
I've tried it.
Yeah. You also, I mean, people for thousands of years did it all the time. They also died all the time, but like,
Yeah, everyone dies.
everybody dies anyways. We're going to die at some point.
Drink from the tit.
Yeah, go for it.
True or false?
You didn't hear that from me.
True or false? Pigs can run a 7-minute mile.
True.
True.
Is it?
Yeah, they're fast, man. You don't want to get caught in a pig pen if they're hungry. They will
do you
eat
do?
all the bones. They'll eat everything. That was my scream. That's my audition to be in a screamo band. Thank you.
What is the term used for the process of gathering crops?
Cropping.
That's pretty close. Harvesting.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. That's easy.
No, come on. You had that. You were right there.
True or false? Cows have 4 stomachs.
True.
Yep.
You can't let me win.
Nah, come on, dude. You're doing great. You're winning.
From my research, it did say technically they have one stomach that's split into 4 separate compartments. So it's a technicality.
And one of them is used so they can spit up their food and chew cud. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
A few more. On average, how many eggs does the average chicken lay every year?
12.
Yeah, obviously. No, I was going to say over 50.
Yeah, 52.
This says 200 to 300.
Yeah.
2 to 300?
Wow.
I was way off.
I said
Yeah.
12, brother. I said one a month.
We got no eggs. Eggs would be so expensive.
True.
True.
Yeah.
True.
What is manure?
Poo.
Cow
Cow
poop.
shit.
Well, any kind of poo.
Yeah.
Yeah, poo.
We're all pooing.
Let's go.
Last one. During what season do you harvest soybeans?
Season 1.
Season 1, episode 3. Yeah, great. I like that answer.
I like season
Way
1.
better.
Yeah, I think a cold season.
I think in the fall.
Is that a season or is it autumn? Autumn.
Yeah, either
Autumn.
one.
Season.
Autumn.
Fall. Yeah.
The fall.
Audible.
Yep.
Audible.
Read your books.
Listen to Audible today. You'll get 3 free downloads by typing in "Who's Gonna Marry Harry" and a free can of Diet Coke.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Who won that? Marshall?
That was definitely Pierson.
It was pretty bad.
No, you did great, dude.
We crushed it.
It was a tie game, big win.
We did it.
Team effort.
Anything you want to plug? What's your Instagram? Where can people find you?
It's just my name, at Pierson Fodé. I'm everywhere on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, Netflix.com. We've got movies coming out. Listen, if you like the movie, watch it. Put that little thumbs up on the end. That means a lot. That keeps us working. And we've got The Wrong Paris that just came out. It's the #1 movie in the world, which is so crazy to me. It's crazy to say. It's so cool. So proud of all of our cast and crew that worked really hard on it. And thanks to Netflix for just thinking of me. They're so nice. We got another movie coming out with Alicia Silverstone called Merry Little Xmas in a month and a half, I believe. And then, I have this movie called The Last Mrs. Parrish that'll be coming out hopefully early 2027, I believe.
Wait, isn't there a Hulu movie out right now?
Oh, yeah. A Hulu movie with Lily James called Swipe. Thank you for reminding me.
Dude, insane. I saw you post your story. I was like, motherfucker.
And we got a #1 on Hulu as well. This is great.
#1 movie on Hulu.
Yeah. It's about the woman who founded Bumble. Yeah, it's incredible. And Lily James is amazing at it. She's phenomenal.
Wait, how long ago was that filmed?
That was filmed like a month and a half before we shot The Wrong Paris.
You're just on fire.
Yeah, baby. It's good.
That's awesome. Yeah. Guys, if you did enjoy today's episode, make sure you subscribe, leave a comment, and we will see you next week.
Farewell.
Yeah.
You handsome stud muffin.